Hey everyone, Matt Schmidt here. Welcome back to another video and another guided process for helping you get back to you. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through a process to remove any energy attachments, any energy that's in your field, any entity attachments, or even any lower vibrational energy that may be interfering with your life. The nice thing about this process is you don't have to understand exactly what it is or where it came from. I'm going to be using several methods that I take other people through, working with them one on one. And by the time we get to the end of that, we'll have this energy moved on its way and getting you back to you. Even though we are going through a couple of these different methods, I encourage you to stick around to the end so we can bring all these pieces back together, come full circle, and um, I don't know, complete any loops or fill in any gaps. So when we get some of these things to leave, some of these energies to leave, it'd be like maybe you had a bunch of raccoons in your house, and then you get them to leave, but you don't shut the window that they came in. Okay, more stuff is going to come in. So part of this is kind of sealing the deal, and closing off that space and filling that space with light and kind of filling you up from the inside out. We're going to break this down into a couple parts. If you are a healing practitioner, just know that coming across these things is part of the process. It's an occupational hazard that you're going to encounter. The more that you do this process, the more it'll be easier to get back to you. Some of these things are kind of interwoven, and if they've been with us for a long time, you may have to return to this a couple times in order to fully get these energies to move on. But this will get easier and easier as you do that. Okay. That being said, this is a nice, gentle, loving process. A lot of the approaches to dealing with these energies are looking for a fight. People love the drama of this. It doesn't have to be. Okay. This can be from this place of love, from this place of compassion, and when we do it from that space, everything just goes so much easier. So you have the choice. You can do it that way or do it the easy way. All right, we're going to break this down into a couple key pieces. If you are a healing practitioner, feel free to take this and apply it to your own healing sessions. I've found this very effective in my own work, and I don't think I've ever had this not work when I'm working one-on-one with a person. So feel free to adopt these approaches in your own work as well. Okay, so we're going to be breaking it down into a couple key pieces, and I just like to go through this just so you kind of know what to expect. So the first part is identification, or the awareness of this energy that's not ours. Maybe you don't feel like yourself or haven't felt like yourself in some time, or you've noticed a dramatic shift in your personality, or something just has shifted and you want to get to the bottom of it. So you already did this first part. You wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't have that awareness. So check that off the list. First part done. All right, the next part of this is differentiation. Okay, separating out your energy from this other energy that's foreign or not yours. And then that third part is the separation process, getting this to kind of loosen the grip, kind of like if you were imagining like pulling taffy, kind of separating it out. All right, this can go fast, this can go slow. Don't rush it. Okay, take the time that you need here. The next part is clearing that energy, getting it to move on. And then finally, the last part is filling you back up, filling back in those empty spaces, filling the space that was occupied previously by this energy, and in essence, shutting the window. Okay, so nothing else takes its place. All right, without further ado, I am going to just invite you to find somewhere comfortable, somewhere you can really settle in. And I would like to stress too, don't worry about if you're doing this right enough, if you're doing this good enough. So many things are happening on other levels, and I find a lot of it's just the intention, it's the asking for help, it's going through this process will be enough to help move these energies along. All right, so don't worry if you're visualizing this hard enough or good enough. Okay, a lot of it is the intention. You may notice sensations in your body. This is all part of it. Okay. All right, so close your eyes and we're just going to start with a couple nice big deep breaths. Just really tapping into your body, tapping into your energy field, and just becoming aware of what's going on within you. just becoming fully present in your being. Remember, you are safe, you are supported, you are loved in this process. All right, in a moment, we're going to put out the intentions. Okay, so you can just repeat in your mind if you want, or say out loud. I intend to remove all energy attachments, entities, and low vibrational energy from my being. And I call back any energy that I've given out. And now we're going to call in some assistance with this process. You can call on whoever you want here. Some of the ones that I like to call upon for this process, one in particular, Archangel Michael, to assist these energies in moving on, and then Archangel Raphael to assist in some of the healing. At this time, you can call upon your healing team, other beings of light, your spirit team, your inner team, God, whatever you want to call upon, whatever you resonate with, whatever you've been working with. If you don't know, that's okay too. All right, and I want you now to scan your body. Just kind of mentally scan your body, or have the angels do it for you. Scanning your body to see where this energy is located. This energy that doesn't feel like it's part of you. Good. Maybe it's a certain way that it makes you feel. Maybe certain patterns are coming up for you. Focus on those and then just see where you're feeling that impact in your body. This is that process of identifying and differentiation of this energy. And I want you now to breathe into this space. Breathe into this space where you're noticing this energy. God, I'm going to have you describe it. Maybe you can give it a color, a feeling, an emotion. Maybe it feels more male, more female, both, neither. Maybe it feels old. Maybe it feels newer, or it's been there a short time. All the things you can do to describe this. May even have a texture or feel kind of jaggedy or off. Good. And I want you now to connect with it. I'm just going to have you ask it some questions and then just trust the answers that come to mind. Basically speaking on its behalf or thinking on its behalf. Can you ask it why it's there? Ask this energy why it's there. Why was it drawn to you? I often find there's a relationship, just like there is in the real world, 3D world, physical world. Ask it, what does it get by being connected to you now? All right, addressing these core wounds, these core reasons that drew it in are important. And now recognizing that this energy does not belong to this body. If you want, you can look down at your hands or imagine looking at your hands so that it can recognize that there is a being, but it has no body, or the body that it's in doesn't belong to it. Good. One of the things that I like to do here now is envision a bright light either coming from your forehead or another part of your body and shining on this energy. Just observe what happens when you do that. Sometimes this is enough to simply dissolve this energy that's attached to you. Or sometimes it just illuminates it. And just see what happens. Good. And let that energy attune to this light. We're going to take it a step further now. I'm going to have you open up a portal of light. Kind of like a circle of light in space. Once again, don't worry if you're doing this right enough or if it's portally enough or if you did it right. It's the intention of opening up this space and letting this light shine through this portal onto this energy. And giving it a moment to attune to this divine light. And now, in this process of further separation, just take a nice big deep breath. Let your body become still and sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the chair, into the bed, whatever surface you're on. Becoming heavier and heavier as this light shines on this energy. That energy becoming lighter and lighter and separating further from the body. And being pulled towards the portal, almost like it's magnetic or like a tractor beam is pulling it in. At this time now, calling upon Archangel Michael to assist this energy, guiding it home. One thing I like to do here, if it's a soul, a disembodied soul or disincarnate soul, calling forward any loved ones that have been connected to this soul to help guide it home. Maybe it's a past lover, maybe it's even a pet, or someone that they'll recognize from their life. Having them come forward to guide this soul across. Good. If it's still lingering, some questions you could ask. You can even ask this soul, what does it need to understand or need to know so that it can move on? Maybe letting it know that there's no judgment on the other side, has nothing to fear. Letting it feel that love, feel that light. And then letting go yourself. You'll find sometimes things don't want to go to the void. If you have one of these energies connected to you, a lot of these dark energies or heavy energies, sometimes they don't want to go to the light, and that's okay. So some people call this the abyss, but I refer to it as this void space, this space of nothingness. You can actually direct that energy there. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to force it to go to the light. May not be comfortable there. What we're doing is we're just helping guide it home, guide it to where it needs to be. We also don't want to just let these things go off all willy-nilly to connect to someone else. So we want to make sure we complete this process. All right, now if it's really sticking or if you really want to seal the deal, I encourage you to do this next part, claiming your sovereignty. And I want you to repeat the following 3 times. I am a sovereign being. My energy is my own. You have no place here. I am a sovereign being. My energy is my own. You have no place here. I am a sovereign being. My energy is my own. You have no place here. Take a nice big deep breath and then exhale. Good. When everything has crossed over through this portal of light, anything that's ready to cross over, now closing that portal of light, I do is I create a circle and then exit out, make an X across it, ensuring that it's closed and nothing else can get back through. Good. Now we're going to go through the body and heal. At this time now, calling upon Archangel Raphael, along with your healing team, other beings of light to assist you in this next process. Asking now to clear out any lower vibrational energies or any heavy, dense energy that's interfering or no longer serves your highest good. Nothing you need to do here, just surrender to this process. Just be in full receive mode. Good, allowing them to heal deep into your core, deep on a cellular level. Anywhere these heavy energies, any low vibrational energies have accumulated. Mm. Good, and as these are dissolved or lifted, disintegrated, I want you now to put out the intention to fill in any of the space occupied by these energies, anything that we covered today. Put out the intention to fill yourself with this divine light. You can imagine this like almost like liquid golden light filling the body, maybe coming in through the top of the head, or even filling in from the feet, whatever feels right. Any places where this energy was stored. Raising your vibrational set point, giving you enough energy to carry out your purpose here. And while you're filling up with that beautiful divine golden light, even beyond the physical body, expanding that out, feeling more whole, more complete, more your true self again. As you continue to breathe this in, I would like to make a couple key points here. That when I did this a couple times, I felt this immense grief or sadness. I almost felt like a part of me was lost or a part of me had died. That's completely normal to have this echo of sadness or grief because technically a part of you did leave in essence, especially if it's been there for a long time. But this is interfering with your energy. It was draining your energy. It was time for it to go. And even if you do know that, you may still feel some of these residual feelings. I also encourage you to come back to this process when you feel off, or maybe you have several of them to work through. I encourage you to do this multiple times until you feel like you again. After you get back to your core self, this will be so much easier. You can just return to this video almost more like maintenance. When you feel yourself off or when you feel like not yourself, this process is really super easy then. Good. I'm going to give you some moments here to continue this process. And I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for being here. And I would appreciate any of the comments from this process. I actually took quite a while to put this video out because I wanted to make sure it was good, it was comprehensive, it was concise. But I appreciate any feedback that you have from this or anything else you want to share. And as always, if you get stuck or need additional help, feel free to reach out. All right, thank you guys for being here, and we will see you on the next video.